It's official, guys. Connor G is going back to gas. This is the FRP GMB100. This is a classic style mini bike with a 99cc 4-stroke motor. This thing arrives 85% assembled, so all you have to do when it arrives is pull the bike out of the box, throw on the front forks, put on the bars, and you're good to go. Luckily, the bike comes with all the tools necessary for this assembly, as well as some additional accessories. A headlight, which is legit the same one I have on my Talaria XXX. And a shiesty? Comes with a shiesty? Come on. It also comes with a front fender, which I already installed the front wheel, so I was too lazy to put it on. Plus, I like the look without the front fender. This bike has all the standard features of what you'd get out of a mini bike, including beefy front and rear tires, a kill switch and throttle, a pull start, and a cable rear brake. Now let's address the elephant in the room. This is absolutely not something I would typically ride and try, so I think it'll be interesting for me to have my perspective on this GMB100. Now, shout out to FRP for sending this over to me. If you're interested in buying this, you can buy it on their website, which I'll link in the description, or on Amazon, which will also be linked in the description. If you buy on their website though, you can use the code on screen to save some money. Now with this thing fully assembled, the only thing for us to do is go out and test it, which we like to test top speed, wheelies, and off-road. But before we do that, we need to get some oil and some gas. Okay guys, so we are now in the car. There's already two variables about this bike that make it more work than any electric bike. Number one, I've got to drive to the store and get 10W40 oil that I can put in this, and then subsequently get gas that I can fill it up with as well. Obviously standard with any gas bike, but with an electric bike, you can just charge it and ride right out your door. To your point of riding right out the door, I really got to take this outside the city because the cops, especially dirt bike cops, will absolutely chase me, and I don't want that to happen, obviously. So a few minus points off the bat already, I have to say. Getting gas. It's gonna smell like freaking gas in here.
All right, let's pull this old girl out of here. I will say this thing is super light. Very light bike. All right, so we've got the oil. We've got to put it in this here. So we're gonna remove this. This is the oil I got, just some Pennzoil 10W40. All right, oil's going in. Okay guys, so we just filled up the oil. We checked the oil, the level is above the minimum. So we're gonna make sure this kill switch is off. Choke will one over here, and then we should be able just to pull start it. Wow. First pull? After coming over in a box from China, that's pretty impressive. First pull it started. Let's turn off the choke, let it warm up. This is gonna be so funny. Well guys, I think she's properly warmed up. Whoa, the seat's actually pretty comfortable. So this is obviously an automatic mini bike. Listen to her purr. Let's bed these brakes in a bit. This is a 99cc 4-stroke, as you can hear, it's a 4-stroke. Oh, I dropped my phone. Sounds like a freaking Briggs & Stratton motor. Ooh. This thing is decently loud for how small it is. And I'm gonna test guys real quick too. So it started first pull. Let's cut it. Gonna get up my Speedo app here. See if we can one pull it again. Oh. Two pull. I don't think I had the full range of motion on the first one. When you get to high RPMs, dude, it vibrates like crazy. All right, let's get into a top speed test. 22. See if we can get a couple extra on this downhill. I think it might be governed though. 23. Woo. Yeah, it's looking like 23 maybe as the max. This thing is funny, man. Look at this thing though, it's so cute. So little. I wonder if it can do this hill climb. Alright, so top speed test, 23 miles per hour. Let's go into the off-road test. how to take a slight angle on the hill. She's climbing. She's climbing. She's climbing. She did it. Maybe not straight on, but woo. Can we do a burnout on it? Oh, I kill switched myself. Oh yeah, we can. Yo, look at the divot it made. Alright. This will be a good test of the brakes down this hill. How do they do? Oh, they do okay. I mean, I could see how this could be a fun little neighborhood cruiser type deal. Obviously the fact that it's silent, or that it's not silent, is one drawback, but for only, I think it's $369.99, you can use code Connor GMB100 to save. But it is kind of fun as like a little mess around toy. If you have like friends over and let's say you have dirt bikes or Surons or Razors and you want them to be able to kind of ride with you, I mean, because if you're only going like 20 to 30, this thing could keep up. I don't know if it would be my weapon of choice, but it is kind of funny. I feel like this would be a bike that I'd like not care about, maybe. Not be afraid to beat it up. Let's hit the hill climb. Oh my God, that's a curb. Oh my God, my bars just moved. No, my bars are loose. And I don't have any tools on me. Oh, this is so sketchy now. Well, guys, bars are a little loose. We're still gonna do a wheelie test though. We're gonna do feet down. Look at those bars. Yeah, I don't know if this would be the wheelie bike you get, guys. I think for wheelies, this bike would be pretty hard. Like, it's not the easiest thing to learn on. It sounds like a nice little motor though. But for wheelies, I don't think this is it. I think like with the rear brake, if you want a gas bike to learn wheelies on, you're probably better off with like a, I don't know, CRF 110 or even like a little 50. But yeah, I mean, this thing honestly is a pretty good deal for only $369.99. I'm genuinely pretty impressed with it. Like we saw, it started first pull, which is pretty crazy. Again, if you want to get it, I'll link down below on Amazon and FRP's website, all the details and everything with it. But now these bars are a little loose, but I'm going to ride it around just a little bit more. It is kind of funny. Can we knee knock it? I wish these bars were loose. I would frickin' try a little more with the wheelies. Look at this, guys. You have bars that you can move for your comfort. Forward or backwards. Forward. However you like them. Fully adjustable on the fly. It's so sketchy riding with these bars. Motor feels great though. I bet you this is a super reliable motor. It's just a little 4-stroke. Probably like a Honda clone. I bet you it's super reliable. Well guys, that's gonna do it for the FRP. I think next video we'll go back to electric. But this was a fun little thing to do. Alrighty guys, well we are back in the car. It's so sick that this little mini bike, you can see it's right here. It just fits right in the back of the minivan. I think one of the really big benefits of it is that it's so light. Like I'll put the weight on screen, but it can't be more than like 60, 70 pounds. It's crazy light. It's also super small. But weirdly, the foot pegs are pretty far forward, so you don't feel that uncomfortable. And the seat on that thing is more comfortable than every single, all right, shut up, seatbelt thing. The seat on that is more comfortable than the Razor, it's more comfortable than the XXX, it's more comfortable than every bike I own, which is kind of ironic. Like, how come this cheap bike can have such a better seat
than my really expensive electric bikes. That's just kind of funny. But yeah, I think impressions are, it's a fun little bike. I love that you can just chuck it in the back here. It's cool that it's gas. It's obviously a bit underwhelming in terms of power, but it still goes up to 22, 23 miles per hour, which is impressive. Again, I don't really think it's gonna be like a wheelie bike. You probably, if you're really good at wheelies, could figure it out and learn to wheelie on it. But like in terms of learning to wheelie, I don't know if I'd suggest this. I think the perfect use case for this bike is if you have bikes at your house already, and maybe you have some friends that when they come over, you want them to be able to ride with you. So you want to get them like a pretty cheap option to have. So this absolutely will get you into the sport, even if you just can't afford like a more expensive electric bike or gas bike. This is great, dude. For $369.99, FRP is like a legit company. It's not just a random company. So they have customer support, they have warranties and everything of that nature. So it is super nice. If you're looking to get into the mini bike scene, it's a great option. It's a great option to dip your toes into motorcycles altogether. But honestly, if I was 13 years old, didn't have a ton of cash to burn, if I saved up like $300 or so, I would definitely consider this. It's not gonna be the craziest, fastest bike, but it gets you on two wheels, it gets a motor between your legs, which is a ton of fun. So as always, guys, I'm gonna leave all the products down below in the description. Again, you can use code Connor, GMB100, if you're interested in picking one of these up. I think it's a fun little toy to have just for your buddies to ride when they come to town. But otherwise, if you have any questions, leave them below. We're on our road to 100,000 subs, so if you could subscribe, that would be phenomenal. We're at 91,000 right now, so 9K away. So if you could sub, I'd really appreciate it. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch you next time, though. Peace.